favorite people in my life. And my mother is even in the room. So today I get to tell you a little bit about the Deluxe Cooking Blender. We're good.
I kind of liked it.
She likes the music. All right, so, and we're recording, right, Michelle? Yes, we are. All right, so today I'm going to tell you all about the Deluxe Cooking Blender that just came out on September 1st. And yeah, I have nicknames for my favorite things in my kitchen, and since I'm showing 3 of them today, we have nicknames for all of them. So we're going to start with Smarty Marty. This is a smart cooking blender. You can see we've already started some nacho cheese sauce in the second blender, which will be ready in just a few minutes, and then we're going to switch and make something else. But we're going to start over here today with our alternative milks. So I get to tell you about how to make your own alternative milk at home and not have to buy the stuff at the store that's super expensive. It kind of blew my mind that you can make it at home and it's this easy. Because I've been buying almond milk and coconut milk at the store forever. My daughter loves almond milk, that's all she drinks. I enjoy it because it's a few less calories, and who couldn't use that, right? So why our cooking blender is different than anything else out there. You're going to see some comparisons to other things you may have seen, maybe a really fancy blender you may have seen at the fair at one point. There are going to be some comparisons. But what our blender does, we took the time to really invest in it. We put all of everything that you see in the different blenders out there into one machine. And it is a cooking blender. That's why we put it in the name. A lot of blenders heat by friction. Ours has a heating element in it. Anything else that you would see out there heats to about 212 degrees. That's the boiling point. Science. Ours heats to 220 degrees because we have a patent pending on our sauce and jam settings. Yes, settings. 8 different pre-programmed, you don't have to think about it, you don't have to watch it, you don't have to hover over it, pre-programmed settings. Any other blender I've ever had in the past, you're like, oh, is it done? Is it done? Should I mix it? Should I stir it? What should I do? I hope it's done. Let's try it. This takes all the guesswork out. So 8 pre-programmed settings and 2 custom settings. You can custom blend and you can custom heat. So let's say your stuff is done and you're not ready. You can set it on a warming setting, whatever temperature you want it to hold at. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna have to get a little more excited here. Because I'm really excited. I'm trying to hold myself back. Okay. So what I'm gonna show you today is our almond milk. We're gonna start with 1 cup. Hi ladies, come on in. 1 cup of almonds that I have soaked for 4 hours. Very simple. 1 cup of almonds is gonna make all of this almond milk. So soak and then drain the liquid that it was soaking in. Now I also have coconut milk, which we're going to use in our smoothie. That one we don't drain, but guess what? You know Pampered Chef wouldn't do you dirty like that. They are going to give you the cooking guide. It's going to tell you everything you need to know. All these recipes are all in the guide. There's no trying to find it and figure it out on your own. It has everything spelled out in here. So all your different milks and what to do and what not to do and when to do it, all inside of here. So with this 1 cup of almonds we've soaked for 4 hours. Now we're going to add in 5 cups of water. And you're going to add in, so you could just do it from here. Go ahead and make your almond milk. And this is what I would use when I use it in recipes. Obviously, you don't want like sweet flavored almond milk or alternative milk in your recipes typically, unless it's baking, then that's a whole other story. But if you're doing it for drinking and you tend to pick the one that says, you know, vanilla at the store, the sweetened one, you have control of that. So today I'm going to go ahead and add in, I'm really proud of myself right now for measuring in front of you guys. This never happens. Some of you saw me when you were walking in looking at the recipes going, okay, I might want to actually know what I'm doing here, because at home I just guess. All right, so we've got our agave, and we are going to add in some vanilla. Again, all these measurements are in the book. And just a touch of salt. Salt is one of those things that just brings out all the flavors. It's not necessarily that, you know, you want it a salty taste, but it enhances all the flavors. So all we're going to do is, there's a switch on the side that turns this on, and now we're going to put our lid on. Oh, he's talking to me. Smarty Marty. I know. He likes to have conversations with me in my kitchen. So Smarty Marty, what I love about him is all of the electronics and elements down inside of here, plus the lid that you just heard, means that he's not going to let me down. Anybody ever had one of those days where you may or may not have forgot to put the lid on the blender before you push go? Yeah, not going to happen. Can't happen. This little guy right here has to touch this part right here for it to turn on. No accidental, whoops, touch the button and there goes marinara sauce everywhere.
Helpful 5-year-olds or something.
Yes, helpful 5-year-olds. It keeps them away too. All right, so now with this one, all we're going to do is turn this. Our pre-programmed settings on here is smoothie, alternative milk, brine, heated wash. Oh, did I mention it actually washes itself too? It's like better than a spouse. It also has soup, heated puree. So let's say you want something super smooth, maybe for baby food, or maybe for later in life, or maybe to hide it in baking. Just saying. There's all those options, and the sauce setting. So for this one, we're going to turn it to alternative milk, and push go, and push go. There we go. He knows what he's supposed to be doing. And then it's going to start. So this is going to take 5 minutes to mix. It knows when to heat it. That's actually part of the really great thing about making the alternative milk is that it heats it to help release everything out of the almonds. So it is going to get warm. Another difference in our blender is these are glass, not plastic. And that's the reason why you can go up to 220 degrees. A lot of blenders are plastic. So you might be thinking, oh, but it's 220 degrees and I'm supposed to pick that up? I'm supposed to touch that? Don't worry, they thought of everything. They gave you a knuckle guard, which means this container is hot right here. I can grab a hold of this and my hand isn't touching the glass. This is a knuckle guard and a helper handle. So I can easily pick this up and go wherever I need to go. All right, so our nacho cheese sauce here in Belinda the Blender. Smarty Marty. Belinda the Blender. Yeah, okay. Make sure you guys know what the names are. We introduce ourselves, right? Okay. So now we are going to add in our cheddar cheese. Now, how many of you have made homemade nacho cheese sauce at home before?
No, that will be it.
That does not count. That is not food.
So you said exactly the right thing, because it's very difficult to make cheese sauce without using fake cheese. Okay? So that's one thing I love about this recipe. It was one of the first ones that I tried when I got my blender. I was very excited about cheese sauce. Let's be honest. Okay? So with this, all we have done is I added in milk, taco seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic, and jalapeno without the seeds or stems. So that's flavor. Threw it all in there and started it on it in. Sorry if you have to move out. If you can't have it has flour in it. Alright. Then it's beeping at me again that it is done and ready. I threw my cheese in there, and now all I'm going to do is pulse it. I'm going to cancel and I can pulse it down and pulse, or I can set it, and it's just chopping up all the cheese for me. And there's a timer going to tell me how long it's going. If I'm standing in front of it, I can set it, but I can't see that part. Nacho cheese sauce. And this will thicken up as it sets. A lot of times I'll make this, and if we don't need it right away, I'll just pour it into a container in a jar or something and stick it in the fridge, and then they can take it out and heat it up as they want. So I'm going to put that over here in our crock warming stand. Okay, so at home, what I would do, I'm going to use this just for you guys. All right. Now you guys remember the part where it washes itself? Kind of my favorite part. So all I'm going to do, take my water. That was really making me sad, all that cheese on the side of it. I have some tips for you guys later on that. We're gonna add our water. We're gonna add just a dribble of dish soap. Please don't add like tons of dish soap because you're gonna have. And never add more than 3 cups of water for the wash cycle. Oh, the milk is good. Makes me happy. All right, and oops, I was on heated wash, and it's gonna do its thing and wash itself, and then I'm just gonna rinse it out and be ready to make hummus in there. All right, so our almond milk is done over here. Smarty Marty. See how much almond milk that made? Isn't that exciting? 1 cup of almonds. Don't tell me this doesn't save you tons of money.
Super cheap.
Yeah.
A whole jug of almonds.
Because when I first thought about it, I was like, oh, it's going to take so many almonds to make almond milk. And now you have to take the almond and squeeze the milk out.
My husband always asks me how you milk an almond, and I'm like, shut up.
Exactly. So this straining bag comes with the blender. So with the blender, we have the cooking guide, which by the way, I'll pass around. You guys can start looking at those recipes because it's amazing. It comes with the straining bag. It also comes with the tamper, which we're going to use here to tamp our pizza. And it comes with a little cleaning tool. Sometimes you'll do something that, okay, I was like, did I start that? So what it's doing right now is heating. It's a heated wash cycle. Some other blenders do wash, but that's strictly just put the water in and blend. This is actually coming up to temperature right now for a heated wash so that you really get a good wash and it loosens everything it needs to. So with our straining bag, very backwards with my hands here. take stuff out of the almond pulp that's left over, and I went, I may or may not have walked over the trash can. Guys are like, I'm never eating at your house again. Right? So the almond milk takes just a little bit longer to strain than coconut milk, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. Actually strains out really fast. But it's trying to get past all of that almond pulp. So things you can do with your almond pulp. You can actually go ahead and put it on a baking sheet, heat it in the oven, and let it just cook for a couple hours on a really low. And then guess what? You take it out, throw it in your blender, almond flour. Shove the front door. You know how expensive that stuff is? You can also use almond meal or almond pulp in baking. You can use it in your muffins or wherever it's nutty goodness. And nobody's gonna know the difference. You can put it in your shakes, your smoothies. Alright, so there we have the almond pulp left over, which I will take home and bake, grind, and add to my almond flour. Very exciting, right? Okay. Alright, so now we are ready. We've got one wash cycle done over there. Michelle, do you want to take this in the kitchen and dump and rinse? So we can start our, got it? Okay. And we're going to start our, actually, I remember, I don't need to wash this one because we're making a smoothie. So we can have almond milk in there. In fact, we're going to add coconut milk to it too. All right, so for this one, we're just going to make a smoothie now, and we don't need to rinse it. So we are going to add in a pineapple. Anybody make your own smoothies at home? Anybody ever used a blender that you feel like you do more work than the blender does? I have. It's very annoying. Or you have to get in there and move it around. And I am telling you, I have made a breakfast smoothie for my husband and I every morning since I got this at the beginning of August. And we are in love with how fresh and delicious, and I just don't have to work at it. In fact, tomorrow on my group, I'm going to share a couple of tips. If you're not in my VIP group, you should be in there because I'm going to show you how I prep for the week for my smoothies. So tune into that. Now, for my breakfast smoothie, I put all kinds of good stuff like spinach, and because it hides really well, I make sure to have protein in there. For this one, we're just doing pineapple as a pound of strawberries. This wouldn't be like a shake for one, okay? I just want to make that clear. Some of you are like, yummy. We're going to put in some Greek yogurt. You should also stay tuned to my VIP group because I am about to announce something really amazing that's about to happen, and it has to do with adding fiber and protein to your already made dishes. Pampered Chef is about to wow everybody. All right, so I'm also going to add in just a little bit of agave. The fruit is pretty sweet already. If you need more sweetener, if this is something you're trying to get your kids to eat, you can add more. By the way, blueberries are one of the best things to hide green things. So if you are trying to feed someone spinach, kale, anything like that that's got really good stuff for you, add blueberries to whatever you do because it's going to help a lot. Because that blue color, you just, thank you.
I think you might want to pack though.
You what?
You might want to pack.
Maybe, we might want that. Oh, I actually need to grab some ice really quickly. Yeah, I think I have some in there. Okay. All right, so we are now ready to move back over to Blender the Blender. and start our homemade hummus. Now what I've already made for you guys is a roasted red pepper and walnut dip. So it is roasted red peppers, walnut, it's got paprika, it's got some red pepper flakes, it's got garlic, lemon juice. I think that's everything. Oh, perfect, thank you.
I don't know whose cup that is.
Trying to think of my names. Here's Smarty, Marty, Belinda. No, not anymore. Sorry. We just have to be used. So with this particular one, I am filling this fairly full, but I do want to give warning that a lot of these recipes, it's going to look like, I mean, you saw our cheese sauce only came up to here. It's going to look like, oh, I could double this recipe easily. And some of them you can, but I do want you to be very careful because when they create these recipes, you do want to use the vortex. That's what's going on with that blade down inside there, which is like completely awesome. The blades, there's like 47 of them going all different directions, and some have zigzags on them, and some have little curves on them. That's the vortex that's happening. It needs room to do its thing. And when you're talking about doing something with a heating element, you have to remember that it's trying to reach a certain temperature. So if they created a recipe with this many ingredients, you might want to abide by that, or try it several times, and then if you're feeling risky, go for it. All right, so we are gonna do the smoothie on this one. And the smoothie goes for 1 minute. And move back over to make our hummus. Now let me show you what you can do with this. So it's pretty full because I wanted all of you to get to try this. So this is our tan. That's all I needed. Breathe, Dawn, breathe. It's okay, it's gonna be okay. All right, so I love hummus. I buy hummus from the store all the time because I made my own homemade hummus. I like it okay, it's all right. But sometimes it's just not as good as store-bought stuff. And then I tried this hummus, and I was like, holy moly, this is really good and so doable. So this is what we've got. 1 can of garbanzo beans with 1/4 cup of the liquid reserved. 1 can, not drained, not rinsed, but drained. There we go, I got that. Of Great Northern beans, okay? Then, by the way, it's a really good reminder. Anybody ever forget that they put that cup of coffee in the microwave to heat up? Thank goodness that the microwave beeps at you. Same, right? My morning smoothie, I'm like, okay, I made this, and then, oh, I gotta go clean up over here, and I gotta, well, I might as well go ahead and do this and make the bed, and I'm really hungry. Oh, that was 3 hours ago. That smoothie's coming out really good. He's gonna keep beeping at me. Smarty Marty takes really good care of me. He's like, no, come eat. It's time to eat, honey. So I'm gonna go ahead and cancel that. All right, so we've got our garbanzo beans, our Great Northern beans, our reserved liquid. We're gonna add some salt and pepper with our salt and pepper grinder. Yeah, I'm not measuring this for you guys. It's not happening. And we are going to add in, so the original recipe from Pampered Chef says 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm doing 1 tablespoon of olive oil and 1 tablespoon of garlic infused canola oil, because if you do not have this, you have not lived a day in your life. If you do not like garlicky stuff, don't add this. That's really how simple it is. So the other thing that I am not adding to this recipe, which you are free to do that, is sesame seeds. It goes ahead and adds them. I didn't find it to be beneficial for me particularly, so I'm not gonna add them. We're also gonna add in 1 clove of fresh garlic with our garlic press and the juice of 1 lemon. So this one we're gonna set on the grind. Ooh, I may have juiced your walls. It's fine. It's fine.
Trouble now.
I know, right? All right, so here's our lid. And we need our cap, yes. And our tamp, yes. Okay, we're ready. It's time, it's go time. All right, so we are going to turn this to the, I'm doubting myself now, grind setting, I think. We're gonna do that. It says in the book. It's fine. That works. So with this, I just watch. Sometimes it needs a little bit of help, and you'll start to hear it run at a higher. It gets a little bit high, but what it's doing is down inside of there, it's making that vortex. So there's a cavity of air, and that's what you're seeing, and then it'll keep holding it down. But if it starts to go to the high setting, when it goes woo, then tamp it down. But otherwise, I mean, you could also add a little bit of liquid. I don't like mine too runny, so I try not to add any liquid. What I love about our tamp is you don't have to worry. It's not going to hit the blades. There is no fear. And with our tamp, less is more. We as people tend to overdo things. I mean, I'm sure you guys can think of 1 or 2 examples in your life, but we won't go there. But we like to do just more and more and more. And when you're using a tamper with this machine, less is more. So only if you have to, okay? So it's done. I know that because I made this recipe way too many times. Okay, I didn't have to run it the whole time. You'll find that if you need to, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. All right, so I am going to turn down our cheese sauce here to the warm setting. Like I said, so this is homemade hummus. You could now top it with a little olive oil. You could top it with some paprika. You could change this up any way you want to. You could get fancy like they do at the store and chop up the roasted red peppers and put them in the center. You could add some into it and then put some on top. However you want to do it, it's fine. So we've got our smoothies. We've got our almond milk, coconut milk. Can I tell you guys how I made this? So the coconut milk, again, soak the coconut, just unsweetened, all natural coconut, soaked for 4 hours. We use the same liquid, and then we add some more liquid, and we put it through here just like we did the almonds. We strain it through, and then I just put it in the fridge. Super easy. We use that for our smoothies. We have our hummus. We have our roasted red pepper and walnut dip for you guys. So now I get to introduce you to Ricardo. He's pretty special. By the way, Belinda goes home with you. Just saying. I'm gonna take Smarty Marty and Ricardo home with me. Okay, so it is now time for me to show you guys what I have made over here. I posted some pictures online. Maybe got you guys kind of excited, but it is time. Peanut butter and jelly. I never knew how much I needed to make my own peanut butter and jelly. So I get to tell you how I made this chocolate almond spread, which you can equate to something like Nutella. You can also make Nutella. I've done that at home. That's with hazelnuts, and you gotta use some milk with it. this was so much easier because you know what I did? I took a bag of cocoa almonds and I dumped it in here and I hit grind and I walked away. That made the chocolate almond butter.
Yeah.
I have made almond butter and cashew butter and peanut butter. You can make just all natural peanut butter, however you want. It's not expensive. These were $1.89. This is 3 cups of peanuts, which is just so happens that's what the recipe calls for.
Yes.
I know, they're really smart like that. They're like, anything we can do to help you guys. Anything we can do. Today we are gonna make honey roasted peanut butter. It just has a little bit of honey. You can do just a regular, but what you want is roasted nuts. The reason why is because if they are not roasted, they will not release their oils. Now, if you're making almond butter, you actually add some oil to it. When you're making peanut butter, nothing. The recipe in the booklet says to do unsalted, and then you add a little bit of salt. Well, I am far too advanced for that. I mean, I don't want super salty, but like a lightly salted and roasted, I'll do that. So today, all we're gonna do, kind of cooking I like to do. Makes me happy. And we're gonna hit the grind setting again. And let it start to do its work. So the heated setting, I've made a hidden veggie marinara sauce, which is amazing. You basically just throw your veggies down inside of there with your carrots and zucchini and some garlic and seasoning. That and then at the end, you add in your tomatoes. And your family will never know. You just chop them full of veggies because it is delicious. I've made gravy in my blender, cheese sauces, Alfredo sauce, soup. You can make like a sweet potato soup or a tomato rainbow soup. Makes my heart happy. So anybody here ever made your own jellies or jams before? Little bit of time is all. Little bit of time, effort, stay right there, don't walk away. I have never made jam or jelly before. Until Ricardo. And he talked me right through it. So literally all that I did was 50 seconds left. And it's going to be the creamiest, smoothest peanut butter. Anybody ever tried to make peanut butter at home before? Homemade? I have, in a blender. Well, let's just say I didn't end up eating it. I added so much oil to try to get it to actually blend and grind that it was just soup with chunky peanuts in it. Alright, we're done with that. So with the jam, super duper easy. You know what I also love about this? It shuts itself off. I don't have to stick around. If I start something, it's not one of those, oh, I need to let this blend for a minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, so I gotta watch it. I'm gonna watch. It knows when it's done. For the heated settings, it knows when to blend, it knows when to increase the heat, and then it'll stop blending, increase heat, and then it'll blend, and then it'll heat, and then it'll blend. It knows what to do. That's why I call it Smarty Marty. So with the jam, all I did was take a pound of strawberries, take out the stems, throw them in here, put in my pectin, like it says, whether you're making a regular or a low sugar, put the lid on, hit jam. After a little while, once it gets up to temperature, it's gonna beep and say add. your sugar, and then you push start again, and you walk away, and then it's gonna beep, and it's done. And you have jam. I've made strawberry jam, low sugar strawberry jam, which is what we have today. I have blueberry jam for you guys. I've made a strawberry rhubarb jam. The possibilities are endless. You can do all kinds of stuff. So here is our super duper creamy, delicious peanut butter. That is like horrible peanut butter. So how many of you have bought natural peanut butter from the store before? Who just said that's disgusting? Okay, I actually like natural peanut butter because I choose to like things that are good for me. I convince myself that it's really good. Do you know what I hate though?
Stirring it.
That's it. That's the one. Do you know how long this would have to sit? Now you do need to refrigerate the peanut butter or any of your butters. Like you don't want them to go rancid. Same thing with your jams. And if you want to can them, please know how to can and the regulations and everything you should do, fear of botulism and all that stuff. It's not good. Don't call me. Okay, I didn't do it. So with, what was I saying? Natural peanut butter, yes. So I wondered when I first made this peanut butter, I thought, okay, so is it going to separate really quickly after I put it in a container and put it in the fridge? No. I've had the same, I have like a test nut butter in there, see how long, right? And it does tell you how long they're supposed to stay. I say, you know, like maybe a little bit longer, but don't call me, I didn't say it. It doesn't separate the same way. So how long has that peanut butter been sitting on that shelf for it to separate that severely? A long time. This, so fresh, so good, so easy. And there we have. Yes. So here's my tip. Remember how it was kind of killing me to leave all that nacho cheese sauce? So when it comes to any of my nut butters that I'm making, I just made a mess all over the table. It's fine. I'll lick it up later when you guys are gone. You think I'm lying? I was taught not to waste anything. So what I would do right now, you could do that with your chocolate, almond butter, with your nut butters, anything like that. Throw some ice cream in here. Throw some heavy whipping cream in here. Make mousse or milkshakes. Or you could go like the healthy version with like a banana and some ice and make a good healthy smoothie. Right? Whatever, if you want to do that, that's on you. Don't talk to me about it. All right, so there are all of our blenders. We've done everything. I'm going to dump this out into this dish over here so you guys can taste test everything because that's really what you came for. I know. It's okay. Oh, this was the other thing that comes with your blender, the little cleaning tool. If you need to clean down inside of there where the blades are. If you do things that get really hot, like your marinara sauce or your cheese sauce, if you let it sit there after it beeps, it's going to remain hot and you will experience some scorching. There are ways to fix it. The other thing you need to know is that this has a rubber gasket, not gripper, a rubber gasket around the base of it. If you need to deep clean in there, and you take this off, make sure it seats back down properly, because otherwise you'll go to, you know, pouring your water in your dish soap, and you'll have like a shower. That's fine. Thanks, Belinda. I knew that. So make sure that's seated properly. Make sure you clean this really well. Obviously, it cleans the inside of the blender, but if it gets up along the edge or on the outside, you want to wipe that off. This is not safe to put in water or through the dishwasher because of the elements on the base of the pitcher. That's why they made it easy, a self-cleaning pitcher. So we do not want to submerge this in water. This is where the smarts come, okay? We don't want to get rid of her smarts. I had to think if this was
Belinda, please.
Melinda. We don't want to get rid of her smarts because she has to live away from me and she needs every bit of it. So, so we just want to wipe, clean the gasket. This can actually go through the dishwasher if you need to deep clean it. If you have something that has a lot of smell, maybe you grind coffee beans or spices, do a couple of wash settings. Maybe put in a little bit of vinegar in it, or a lemon juice, or even a part of a lemon. Trust me, it'll grind the whole thing up. A friend of mine had an accident, and I don't know what she was doing, but she was measuring with a spoon like this, and the spoon ended up in the blender. Let's just say, no more spoon. You couldn't even find the spoon. That's how good it is. So that speaks volumes right there. It will even blend your spoon. So if you need to do that, then I guess that's an option for you. All right, any questions about the blenders? Are you guys excited? It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. What I tell people again is it's not that nothing else out there does it, it's that ours does all of it. You're gonna find one that heats. You're gonna find one that has a glass pitcher. You're gonna find one that has some custom settings, but you're not gonna find one that does all of it. And we have the patent pending on the sauce and the jam setting, and it's very comparable to everything else out on the line. Plus, you guys can have parties, you can use your 10% discount if you've already hosted a party, get 10% off of it, you can have a party, you can get it for half price. There are many, many ways for you to get this blender into your kitchen. You buy it full price, use your discount, have a party, or if you try out the business, you can get it for free this month. Just saying. Just put that out. Whatever. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour some samples of the smoothie. Hopefully it's still relatively cold. I do have the almond milk and the coconut milk. The coconut milk is cold. It was in the fridge overnight. The almond milk is gonna be a little bit warm, but if you wanna try it, I have that for you guys to sample. And I'll get the hummus over here for you guys to sample that. And I've got plates and napkins and forks over there. And do not leave this building without taking home your parting gift, which is either blueberry or low sugar strawberry jam. Right? All right. Thank you guys.
I have a question.
Yes.
Warranties?
Warranty is 3 years, 3 or 5, 3, I think 3.